Hello ladies, it's Kimber from Butterflies and Lullabies Nursery, and thank you for coming to my handmade vintage sale. I appreciate you joining me. All the items in this sale are going to be marked either handmade or vintage, or hats. I do have 3 hats, so there's no chart for this sale. We'll just go off of the tags, and we're going to start out with these little hats. These 3 were all handmade. I'm starting with the handmade items first. So anything that was handmade was either made by my grandmother or one of my mom's best friends that she had while we were growing up. Her name was Lois. So this first one we have is this adorable little bonnet. And the only reason I'm parting with it is because I have another one that's almost identical to it. But this could be used for a little boy or a little girl. So this is going to be hat number 1, and then there's the back, and then the other side. So it's just adorable with the little fold-up brim there. So that's going to be hat number 1, and the hats are $2 a piece. And then this was a little winter hat that was made. There again, it can be boy or girl. It does have the blue thread trim, but there again, I've had this one on my mom's vintage doll as well too, which was a little girl, and it looked absolutely adorable on her. So this is going to be hat number 2 for $2, and that's the back. And then it has the little sewn on ribbon trim there. And then this is hat number 3, which I believe is knitted. I don't do knitting or crochet, so but this will be hat number 3 for $2. As we turn it around there, and it's a mint green and white with the little white pom-pom on the top there. So those are the 3 hats that I would be willing to part with if anybody's interested in them. And then this I went ahead and included in this sale. To me it looked more boyish, to Kathy it looked more girlish. So we went ahead and put it in this sale. It is handmade, so this is going to be handmade number 1. It is a newborn size, and it could be used for a boy or a girl, with it being the yellow checkered. And then it has the little teddy bear down here playing the drums with the little musical notes and grass. And these are faux pockets. They're just little flaps with little buttons sewn on there. Excuse me. And this one is going to be $3, and it has just the plain back. So that could be boy or girl. And then, excuse me, this one is newborn size also, and it's going to be HM or handmade number 2, and this one is $3. Anybody who is good at sewing in that, this is very vintage. I've had this since I was a little girl, actually, so you may want to just, replace like the pink ribbon here. And for anybody who does sewing, you know that elastic through years and time, kind of loses its elasticity. So anybody who does sewing, they may want to replace that. Otherwise, if you just wanted to leave it hang loose, like on your doll's arms. And then this is the back, and it's got the little 2 snaps there. So that's handmade item number 2. And then this is handmade item number 3, and this is $4. Excuse me, I got a frog in my throat tonight. And it's a mint green and off-white with the 2 little buttons. And then this was like hand stitched, as far as almost like needlepoint. The little girl laying on a pillow, and then it was embroidered, like around the hearts there. And then the back just has the 3 buttons up the back. So that's going to be handmade number 3, or HM. And then this is HM, or handmade number 4, and this is newborn size. And it's a, I believe this is, I want to say knitted. It's either knitted or crocheted. I don't do either, ladies, so I'm sorry if I'm just going to say knitted or crocheted. with the little pom-poms, and it's just a little cardigan with the little tie up around the neck, and it's pink, but it's more of a kind of a pink coral color, but it is pink. And then that's the back. So, and if you refer back, I did have Elena in this. I believe when I did Elena's changing video, I did put this one on her, and that's the only time I've had it on one of my, like my current dolls, as far as my dolls I have now. So
in the stroller? She's
in the stroller right there, yes. And she's preemie to newborn size, so that's what size Elena is. And then the next item, I know for sure my grandmother made this one, and my mom passed it down to me. I have kept a number of the things that my grandmother made, so she made all of my mom's clothes and her two brothers. Like growing up, my grandmother was quite the seamstress, and she sewed all of her clothes for all of her kids. So this is handmade item number 5, and this is going to be $5. And of course, with it being handmade, I mean, there's no tags or anything in it, but it would be comparable to 0 to 3 months. And then it also has the little matching hat that my grandmother made. And it's got the little lace around the brim up here on the top. And then this one is made so that it's like open in the back. You just tie it like at the back of the baby's head, however tight it needs to be. And then you have also the chin tie here. So that's the 2-piece set. And there again, just a couple of little buttons here on the back. And this is just a really soft cotton is what this material is. And I think it's just beautiful. So there's that set. And then this one, Lois made, my mom's friend, and it's handmade item number 6, and it's also $5. So it's got the lace up here around the neck, and then the ribbon along here with the little rosette, and the ribbon there. And it's a satinique type of material. It feels, you know, very soft, kind of like a satin would. And it's got the lace ruffles around the little feet. And then you have the two, you have the buttons up around the neck area there. And then she put the ruffles on the little booty there.
There's a tag on the back of it.
Oh, that's for the next item. The tag's stuck together. Sorry about that. And a little bow there. And then it does have, Lois put the snaps down on the bottom here. So there's that one. And then here's the tag off of this one. Now we're coming into the vintage style. So these are not handmade. These have tags in them, but they're very old. As far as there's nothing new or current about these. So this is my vintage, and it's going to be number 7. So just put 7V or V7, and it's $5, and it's 3 to 6 months. And it's got the little satin heart here with all the embroidered leaves and flowers around it, and then it's got the puffy shoulders here, and then buttons on the back that go down the back. One. And then we're going to go on to this vintage dress, and it's going to be V8 or 8V, and it's $5, and it's 3 months, and it's got the the little lace, not lace, excuse me, the little bib style neckline with the embroidered flowers, and it's mint green. And then that's the back with the buttons. And this one does have, the matching shorts that go with it here. And this is, it's an old tag, but it does say Alexis on it, and it does say 3 months. So that's that little set. And there again, due to its age and that, you know, the elastic is still there, but it's you know, pretty much just, you know, like stretched out, so you need to know that if you're interested. I didn't mind on my dolls as far as, I would only put it usually on like my mom's vintage doll, but if anybody sews in that and would just want to replace that elastic, of course they more than, you know, could do that to gather that back up. And then here's this little sweater that was made by Toddle Time. And that's going to be 9V or V9, and it's $5, and it's 3 to 6 months. And it's just, I left it open part way, so you could wear it that way, or it does, you know, button all the way up down the front if you would want it buttoned up. And then there's the back. And it's a really pretty pink with the white. And then this is like a sleeper set, and this is handmade, but I just put it as vintage. This is the tag that's in it, and it's a lady's name. It says Julia Berger, so I'm sure, you know, she like did these for somebody, and then it's hand sewn. This tag is hand sewn in here, and I'm sure maybe she was a designer or something, so she put her tag in there. It does have the little hood on it. Let me try and hold it so you can see the hood. So it does have the little hood up there, and it's got the tie here and then the tie around the waist. Excuse me. And then the back. And this also would be 0 to 3 months, and then it's got the buttons here. And it's got the closed feet. So there's that one. And then next we have another vintage dress. So this is going to be V11, and it's also $8. And there again, it's got the bib type style neckline with the embroidering there and a lace trim. And it's also marked 3 to 6 months. And it's got the little lace and scalloped, and it's kind of poofy in the arms here up by the shoulders. Excuse me. And then buttons down the back. And this one is a really pale pink and then white up here at the top. And then next we have this set. I'm going to take the hat off here so you can see the dress. Hold the tag off. The tag doesn't. This is all lace up here with this rosette there.
So it looks like a little christening dress.
Yes, it does. It looks like an old-fashioned christening dress. That's exactly what I thought, and it's got these special scalloped up here around the neck. And this is 12V or V12 and $8, and it's 3 to 6 months. And then this is the back. And I did want to show that it does have the you know, little bloomers with it as well. And then with the dress, it has this matching hat that has the same lace that's around the neckline here on the hat, on the brim. And then this one has this style open in the back, and then with the little tie there at the bottom. So that's that little matching set. And we lost the tag off of this one too. Here it is. It's down here on the floor. So this is going to be V13 or 13V, $8. And this one is marked 15 to 18 months. So this one's got like little flower cutouts, material cutouts here and on here on the bodice with embroidered little flowers and the little pink bow here in the center. And then it's got the little lace trim down here with the matching material from the flowers down here along the bottom, as well as the sleeves. And then these are going to be, you know, the poofy shoulder sleeves. And then this is the back. It just has some buttons there. that's that little dress. And I decided to do this sale, ladies, because I know there's a lot of you out there who like, you know, vintage stuff, the shabby chic, have appreciation for like handmade stuff. So I decided to go through my suitcase that I had a bunch of this in, and I just thought, well, I could be generous and offer to share with others in the community who also enjoy these type of items and can respect them and enjoy them for the workmanship that was, you know, put into them in the years gone past. So this is going to be item number 14V or V14 for $8, and this one is marked 15 to 18 months. So this is getting into like a little bit bigger babies, toddler babies, but I know there's a lot of ladies out there who have the bigger toddler dolls. So, and then this also too has the ruffle that follows through on the back with the buttons there. So that's that pretty little dress. And then this one, the tag just fell off. The tags don't want to stick to these vintage things very good at all. This is a 2 toddler. The label actually says 24 months, so however you want to look at it, if you want, you know, 24 months or 2 toddler. It's going to be 16V or V16, and it's also $8.
It's like little strawberries?
And no, it's little rosettes.
Oh,
it has
rosettes.
little rosettes on it. With the red, and there again it's going to be kind of like the poofy sleeves, you know, up here when you get it on your doll. And then it also has the buttons on the back. And I love the way this one just falls, you know, kind of like it's pleated, you know, I think that's beautiful. So anybody that has, you know, one of the toddler dolls or bigger dolls, that will fit yours. And then I know the tag just will not stay on this one. It's also 24 months or 2 toddler, and it's going to be V15, and it's also $8. I can get the tag off the floor here. And it's got the lace around the around here, and it's got the little sewn on flowerette with the gathered lace here. I'll just stick that right there. And this one too, back in the day, you know, they made them so that when you put them on, they were kind of poofy here in the shoulder area. And this one too, it just, the way it hangs, you can tell, you know, it's just reminds me of the olden days with a lot of the ladies with their vintage like nightgowns and robes and stuff, how they kind of poofed out and flowed at the bottom with trim on the bottom. But and it's a pale yellow, a very pretty pale yellow. So I just think that is gorgeous. It's kind of plain, but it's just beautiful on its, you know, by itself. It just is so pretty. And then these last two are going to be $10, but these are knitted, and these are, I say it petite amie. I've heard it both. I've heard petite amie and petite amie. I usually say petite amie. So everybody knows that's a very expensive brand. I've only worn this on one of my babies once. Otherwise, I've just had it stored. And it's a knitted gown. It's beautiful. It's got the, you know, these are like embroidered florets up here. And then it's got the pink, kind of like scalloped edging along the edge here, which also matches here on the bodice. And then down here on the bottom, towards the bottom where the gather is, you can see that design like in the knitted material. So, you know, it's very well made. So this is a knitted one. It's like a eggshell white. It's not a stark white, but it is white. And then it's got the buttons up here on the back. And I just think that that's beautiful. So there's that sleeper. And then the last thing I have is another petite amie. sleeper, and it's going to be V18 or 18V. It's also $10. It's 0 to 6 months. And this one, I'll let Kathy get the floral work here for you too. It's all it doesn't look so much like embroidered as it does like cross stitch. You know how you do the individual stitches through, and that goes all the way down. And this is a closed bottom, so it's one that the little feet don't stick out. And then when you put it on, I'm going to try and hold it here to show, but then here's the little hood that you can put up if you want. And then the back is just plain. And there again, it's knitted. So that's the last item. So thank you, ladies, for joining me on my handmade and vintage sale. If you have any questions on anything, please don't hesitate to PM me. And for anything that you're interested in, just PM me and let me know what you're interested in, and I will get back to you. I do work it as far as first come, first serve. I will give you 24 hours to pay for your items. And I do need, when you PM me, if you would please give me your state and your zip code. We need that as far as figuring out for the pricing or whatever. I will try and ship as economically as possible to you. And I thank you very much, and we will talk to you again soon. Bye, guys.